Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV and to return of our Bring Back Max Power series. So why are we bringing back Max Power? Well, on the 14th of July 2024 we will be returning to the Staffordshire County Showground in Stafford for a Max Power reunion show. So we're going to go back a wee bit to July 1999. For this edition of Bring Back Max Power, where we're going to check out one of the Peugeot Ecosse cars we've seen out and about at shows recently and at the Dundee Museum of Transport. We've got Katie there, we've got Saddam Hussein, we've got Max Motors wise, we've got a cosy kitted Escort, a dimmer nubile Neon, eye-watering Calibra, Renault 5 GT Turbo, Mitsubishi Evo, a well-iced Megane, a brutal VR6 Beetle, a Skyline Estate, a Fiat Uno Turbo, and lots more. So why not grab a brew and come and join me as we take a look at the July 1999 edition of Max Power magazine. And we have our first NIPS alert. So let's check out the contents of what we can expect to see over the next few parts of Bring Back Max Power. So as we mentioned, we've got a dimmer Chrysler Neon, a Peugeot Ecosse sedan, Vauxhall Calibra, Astra Thrash, Renault Megane Ice Car, Ford Escort Cabrio, Mitsubishi Evo, a grey import buyer's guide, Fiat Uno Turbo, a Beetle, a 5 GT Turbo, a drive-by shooting. In stuff we've got Max Volume 2, Planet Max, Max Prize Splurge, Max Power Live, Cruise Patrol, Write-Off, Option Tuning Show, GT International, Corvette RS PCA. We've got Katie, and then the Max Buying Power, we've got Fresh Stuff, the Tits, Max Motors, Mega Amp Test, 71 for around a ton, Performance Info, Ice Test Info, and Speed Shop, where we'll take a look at potentially 5 cars we would probably purchase back in May 1999. So let's kick off with our first feature car. It's a Chrysler Neon. It's a gas. We all know the Neon is a granny transporter with all the pulling power of Claire Rayner after a night on the garlic, but not when it's got 4 wheels, 4 TVs, DVD, 20-inch wheels and a wild body kit. Now the Chrysler Neon was a car we got over in the UK, I think probably from roughly between 1994 to the early 2000s. It wasn't a particularly popular seller or popular car to be seen on the roads of the UK, but I do know of an example not too far from me. That's one of the later ones. When I was growing up, I thought we looked a decent looking car. It tried to appeal to the European market, but potentially it never. So let's have a look at this Chrysler Neon in more detail. Hornier than Gail Porter's nipple ring. So this is dimmer it took on this one. So why don't we check out the tech spec on this Neon? If I'm going too quickly, girls won't see me and won't want to shag me. Well, let's go and find out about the tech spec on this Neon. So it's powered by a 1996cc 4-cylinder, 16 valve with a Janspeed back box. Transmission wise, it's got the factory 5-speed gearbox. Suspension is fully adjustable and rose jointed coilovers with built-in inserts adapted to fit 5-stud hubs. Brake wise, it's got front Chrysler Viper 13-inch discs with Viper calipers. Rear is Viper discs with 4-pot Wilwood calipers. Wheels and tyres are 9x20-inch automotive split rims with Pirelli P0s on 285 30-20-inch tyres all round. Bodywork, it's got one-off custom dimmer wide arch kit with dimmer rear spoiler, dimmer Evo fuel cap, vinyl by Shocks Graphics. Interior wise, it's got Cobra seats retrimmed by dimmer in blue and black, Alcantara dash and doors retrimmed by Auto Audio. Ice wise, it's Panasonic CQ FX77 head unit with 2500 DVD player, CXDP 9061 CD multi-changer, 4 CYVM 1500 monitors, 2 CYM 7052 amps running 2 pairs of EAB RV5 mids and tweets, 2 CYM 7054 amps, 4 WW-25 subs, EAK H988 6x9s, and 1 pair of WIG 16-inch speakers. Max power 130 brake horsepower, max speed 115, 0 to 60 in 12.5 seconds. And moving on, we have an advert for Pioneer car stereos, 180 watts of refined head unit power. If you were lucky enough to have this magazine from brand new, which I wasn't, then this is, you would have got yourself a Max Volume 2 CD. So who would you have had on this CD? Let's find out. So on track 1, you would have had Kevin Fisher featuring Loata Holloway, You Got Me Burning Up. Track 2 is Clubberheads Kicking Hard, Clubberheads Euromix. Track 3, you would have had ATGOC Repeated Love Da Houseman Remix. Track 4, you would have had West Bam vs Red Jerry Wizards of the Sonic, Matt Darey remix. Track 5, you would have had Johan Bley and Buzz. 6, you would have had H-Dream the Frog. Track 7, you would have had Johnny L, Symbiosis. And your last track on the CD, if you have this one, is Trans Global Underground Mouth Wedding. On to Planet Max now. Cops go over the top over cruises. Cruising is a public order offence. We will stamp it out. Well, it's now January 2024 and it's still the same. I was actually reading today that Edinburgh Live had posted about a car meet that's happening tomorrow through in Livingston. At the time of filming, the car meet will be on the 27th of January and we're filming on the 26th of January. Not too sure if we're going to go over yet, but yeah, it's already gained media attention. So yeah, so nothing new here. Cops going over the top over cruises. We experienced that at our first meet of the year. Our second meet of the year at Sheriff Hall Parking Ride just a few weeks ago. The police seem to be a bit over the top. We've got Erin draws, so we've got Becky here, and we've also got a Nips alert. We've got Dee and Kelly. And we've got Olivia as well, with Knob of the Month. And it's a Universal Aluminium from Richbrook. And loudest max mega amp test starts on page 155. We then have an advert for Embassy cigarettes. Smoking causes heart disease. Bugger off the mark. Max Power's campaign riles the old fogies. And Last Chance to Win Project Maxo. We've covered this car in our Bring Back Max Power series. If you want to find more about this car, then check out the Bring Back Max Power playlist. And we'll have Cop Watch as well. So in Southampton, we had a white Volvo V40 patrols the Southampton area. Runcorn and Widnes had a blue Vectra. Liverpool had a pan-European police bike with an onboard camera and panniers in blues. In Surrey, you had a metallic green Mark III Astra. And in Arbroath, keep 'em peeled for a white Astra estate on Arbroath's notorious streets. What events could you get up to in 1999? This is the July edition in 1999. So you had the Supra Club event down in Blackpool. You had the Crail Thrash. Scottish people driving too fast on June the 27th. You had Max Power Live. On the 2nd to the 4th of July, you had the touring cars at the Croft Circuit. You had the Cannonball at Santa Pod. And you had the Vauxhall Car Club Day at Billing Aquadrome. So, let's turn over and see what we can expect to find in the next couple of pages. So we have Max Power Babe, Katie Richmond, I think her name was. So, as we always say, this was the culture back in the day. So, at the time, Katie was a 34C. She had a 22-inch waist, 34-inch hips, and her arse was pleasant. Reader car of summer 99. If you've got a Max-worthy motor, send us a photo. You could win fantastic photos and adoration from the opposite sex. The Joy of Stick. What were we playing back in July 1999? Driver on PlayStation. You could win a Act Labs RSPC racing system. And what were we listening with Sylvester? We were listening to DJ Punk Rock, Anarchy in the USA, and Suede Head Music. Moving down, we've got a double page spread for Goodyear F1 tyres, Goodyear F1 Eagle tyres, and what could we have bought brand new in 1999? You could have had a Peugeot 206 GTI 2 litre, a Vauxhall VX 220, or as it was known there, the Speedster, Ultima Sports GTR, and a Mazda RX-7 RS. So, we're going to finish on these last two pages here. So have a squint at these shiny wheels and fresh stuff. We'll be seeing these shiny wheels in another part of Bring Back Max Power. We've got Gagging for It, Jokes Petrol for Your Soul. Nuts and Bolts. So let's go for Surprise German police arrested a man for drink driving on a motorway outside Berlin. He was doing just 7 miles an hour at a time in an electric wheelchair. The German branch of Bugger is on the case. The Gatso terrorist squad strikes again. Max recently received the following anonymous letter and photograph from Scotland. And this was carried out by the founding members of the Edinburgh and Lothian's Gatso terrorist squad. And spoiler alert, it's not me. show us your shunt. Astra SR has been well and truly shunted. And take it to the bridge. If Jordan's Honda Civic doesn't reach 100 miles an hour before we hit the bridge, it's not worth the rubber it's sitting on. And unfortunately, it sailed through the bridge at 98 miles an hour. So, that's it for part 1 of Bring Back Max Power, where we're looking at the July 1999 edition of Max Power magazine. We'll be back in due course with part 2 of Bring Back Max Power. And if you want to know more about the Max Power Reunion Show, then check out the Max Power Reunion Show website, Facebook page and Instagram page for more details. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and we'll catch you very soon. Farewell.